Hello, I'm John Bachman. Doctors say an American healthcare worker who contracted Ebola in Sierra Leone has now been downgraded to critical condition. That patient was just admitted to the National Institutes of Health in Bethesda, Maryland late last week. Doctors still have not publicly identified this healthcare worker, but they say the patient was working with the medical group Partners in Health. Another 10 workers from that aid group have also been brought back to the U.S. and are in isolation as we speak. And new info has surfaced this afternoon following the arrest of notorious real estate heir Robert Durst. A police report says Durst had a revolver with him when he was arrested. Also today, his lawyers say they are ready to get on with another murder trial.
Bob Durst didn't kill Susan Berman. He's ready to end all the rumor and speculation and have a trial.
Well, lawyers also waived Durst's extradition proceedings to Los Angeles earlier today. That's now been delayed. The real estate baron was arrested in New Orleans over the weekend. And at the end of a recent HBO special about Durst, a microphone catches him whispering what seems to be a confession. The Obama administration doesn't expect lawmakers on Capitol Hill to lift sanctions against Iran.
But here's the thing. The president wouldn't support doing that either.
Well, Press Secretary Josh Earnest saying there the commander-in-chief wants Iran to show a commitment to the nuclear agreement before easing any restrictions against Tehran. Earlier today, Secretary of State John Kerry met with his Iranian counterpart in Switzerland. According to a senior U.S. official, they spoke for nearly 5 hours. And apparently Iran's delegation even brought up that letter sent by Tom Cotton and 46 other Republican senators.
Mr. Kerry.
Well, it looks like John Kerry had to burn off some steam after that meeting with Zarif today. The Secretary of State, as you can see out here, went out for a bike ride in Switzerland. Meanwhile, Iran's foreign minister is now in Brussels meeting with European leaders. Here in the U.S., both dominant political parties are not doing so well in the eyes of voters. Americans say they don't like Democrats or Republicans. Only 36% or 37% of respondents have a favorable view of the Republican Party. That's down from 43% last fall. Democrats not doing much better. Only about 39% view them favorably. In Alabama, police have now charged a man with aggravated assault after he attacks an employee at McDonald's.
He actually went behind the counter, choked the cashier, and punched him once with a closed fist.
Police say the man became angry when he was charged too much for his order. Meanwhile, McDonald's employees filed 28 state and federal complaints today citing hazardous working conditions. The workers also claim they've been experiencing wage theft. The complaint comes as fast food employees seek to raise their pay to $15 an hour. And March Madness is set to tip off tomorrow night or later this week sometime. According to the American Gaming Association, Americans will bet some $9 billion on this year's tournament. Only $240 million will actually be spent via legal gambling, like in the Las Vegas sports books. We'll have another update coming up for you in 30 minutes. Don't forget to fill out your bracket. We'll now send it up to the Steve Malzberg Show live from New York.